You will be forgotten in politics if you don't stop now. Primate Ayodele used thorough warning to Wike. You will be forgotten in politics if you don't stop now. Primate Ayodele used their warning to Wike. To my dear listeners, what was it that Wike has been doing that made Prophet Ayodele to say he will be forgotten in politics if he doesn't stop now? And what was it? What triggered the prophet to have said something like that? We all know a popular prophet, Primate Ayodele. So to my dear listeners, kindly stay tuned to listen to the full gist. Primate Elijah Ayodele, the leader of the INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, has delivered a sobering prophecy directed at Nyesom Wike, the current Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, and former Governor of Rivers State. In his latest warning, Ayodele predicted there are consequences for Wike if he continues on his current path, forecasting disgrace in Abuja and an eventual erasure from the political scene. This caution comes amid an escalating power tussle between Wike and the current governor of Rivers State, Sim Fubara. According to Ayodele, this conflict is not merely a political struggle, but a fight against divine will. The prophet emphasized that Wike's ongoing battle with Fubara is tantamount to challenging God, and he urged the minister to seize his role in the brewing political crisis to avoid further repercussions. Ayodele warned that Rivers State should not be turned into a battleground for the 2027 elections, as doing so would not only fracture the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, but also create lasting conflict within the party. Wike will tear APC apart, and there will be a fight between him and top members of the party, Ayodele warned. He added that Wike's refusal to heed these warnings would lead to his downfall, stating that if the minister does not change course, politics will leave him and he will be forgotten. The prophet also revealed that Wike's actions would have severe consequences beyond his own political future. He prophesied that the judgment of God is looming over Rivers State and that it will take one and leave another. This cryptic message alludes to a significant loss of political casualty within the state's ongoing conflict. Ayodele went further to predict that Wike would not play a decisive role in determining the next governor of Rivers State in 2027, regardless of his ambitions. In a stark warning, Ayodele noted, "I know he will not listen, but what will teach him will happen." He also added that the current crisis will not end soon, and that a prominent political figure would be used as a sacrifice in the escalating war for power. Despite Wike's current influence in both Rivers and Abuja, Ayodele hinted that he would ultimately have to return to Rivers to face the consequences of his actions. The prophet's message is clear. Unless Wike steps away from his political battles and acknowledges the divine forces at play, he will face disgrace, conflict within his party and a future where his political legacy may be erased. The judgment, according to Ayodele, is inevitable and it is only a matter of time before it unfolds. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. And now before I go, in contribution to the news that I've read so far, I must really say, indeed Wike will fall. Because it is only Wike that I've seen so far that has shown that there are power that have been bestowed upon him. To my dear listeners, Wike is overdoing. And then when you overdo, be expecting your downfall. Because when you dance, when you go, and because I don't know the reason why you're no longer a governor, why would you decide the next governor of the state, if not as if you've done something bad? And obviously everybody has now realized that Wike is no longer a good man, because he has used this kind of threats, inciting the word of hate and everything to make to turn people around you. People like Wike do not deserve to rule in this country, because obviously this has shown that even when you rule, you won't make it right. So what's the purpose? What's the point? Releasing threats, releasing just words, talk to anyone anyhow.